Hi everyone, welcome back to the video. So I told you in the last lesson that I will tell you what all other callables we have. So other callable we have is the class itself. Class is a callable. Yes. Don't you think we can call a class when we make the object of the class? Do you remember putting the parenthesis? Let me show you. So I'll copy the same class I made 10,000 years ago. Okay, here it is. So I'll copy that, put that here. Fine. Don't you think I called the class here with the parenthesis? Yes, I did. Whenever I put the parenthesis, I'm calling something. So I call the class. What is the class returning once I call it? The class returns the object of the class when I call it. Right? So now you know that class is also a callable. So let me tell you some things about the class. What all things do we have? So do you think I can do p.dict also? I told you that we can do person.dict. Do you think the object of the class also has the namespace of itself? Yes, it has its own namespace and that will be containing age and marks. Now let me make some class attributes here. So age equals 56 and run it again. And now run this. Now you see, is this big H coming in the namespace of the object? No, it's just these two which are coming inside the namespace because they are connected. They are bound to the object because I'm writing self here. Self means object. So these are bound to the objects of the class. That's why when I'm seeing p.dict, that's giving me the attributes of the object. It's not giving me the attribute of the class, right? Now that you know I can call a class, let me show you one thing. You know, whenever we do type of p, let's say, it will tell me that type of p is what? Person, because p is the object of the person class. You remember doing type of 4. That will give me integer, right? That's int. Now type is nothing but a class. I told you in the first video I made that type is nothing but a class. So do you think I can also do p dot underscore underscore class? Can I? That will also tell me that its class is person. So do you think type and class is the same thing? Type of p is p dot class also. Is that the same thing? Yes, it is the same thing. So why don't we use like 4 dot underscore underscore class? Why are we using type? Why not this? Can I use that? Or let's say I'm putting it in a variable and then you use it. Let me try that. If I do x equals to 9 and x dot underscore underscore class, can I do that? Will that give me int? Yes, it's giving me int. So why am I using type of x? Why not dot underscore underscore class? Because now I will ask you a question. Why do you do it like this? When you have a list, why do you do length of x like this? Why do you do like this? Why not this? I didn't do it right. Let me just put parentheses. Why don't you do it like this? This is also possible. Like I would say this is the actual method. This is how it's implemented in Python. You use it like this. Why? Because it's more convenient to use. It looks better. It's better to use, right? Because you have a habit of using it like this now. Right? It looks like a normal function. It looks like a method bound to something, then you need to know about the object, and there's a mess behind it. Not everybody wants to do that. But I'm telling you everything inside it so that you know. This len function is nothing but the len method bound to the integer object, right? Similarly, there is a class attribute and that's nothing but the type function. They both are the same. Type is just how you're using it. It's actually a class attribute, right? So you know about this also in the class, right? What other things do you think you can do with a class? I already showed you almost everything, but let me also show you. There's a function called isInstance. um, I actually don't remember. I think I already told you about that also. I can check if something is an instance of something else. If P is an instance of program class, there's no program class, I mean the person class. So if P is the instance of the person class, it is, instance means object. Then can I do is instance, yeah, is instance 4 is the instance of integer class, possible. Then I'll just copy it at the end and I would say is person the object of type class. Is that right? Yes. Okay, so that's it for this lesson. I told you about classes are also callables. They return us the object. If we see the dictionary, which is the namespace of the object, that's different than the namespace of the class itself. I can check the type of a specific object that will tell me which class it is coming from. Type and underscore underscore class is same. It has no difference at all, because when I do is basically means I'm checking if they are exactly same or not. Yes, they are exactly same, so that's why it's true. But we don't use it as a underscore underscore class because this is the most used way, because that's how you use len. You don't use underscore underscore len. And then I told you about is instance. I hope you understand it. I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye bye.